Good evening. It's been almost 18 months since the inland tsunami swept through the Lockyer Valley and Toowoomba, the wall of water taking with it 25 lives. Now a coroner says no one's to blame. But for the families left behind, that's not good enough. They want a judicial inquiry. Anthony Donaghy was in court. And Anthony, what exactly did the coroner find here?
Well, that's right, Bill. He didn't blame any specific individual or organisation. He called it a catastrophic event caused by climatic conditions. But he did offer his condolences to the victims' families who were in court. But they left disappointed and, like you said, they want a stronger judicial inquiry. It was thought 22 people had died when a 4 cubic metre wall of water crashed through the Lockyer Valley and surrounding areas. Today, the coroner confirmed officially that Christopher Face, James Perry and Dawn Radke also drowned.
18-month, day-by-day oppression for me.
John Tyson's partner Sandra Rice and son Jordan were swept to their deaths in Toowoomba despite calling emergency services from their flooded car. He and others say the coroner's findings didn't go far enough.
So we're now calling for a judicial inquiry into the deaths in Toowoomba and the Lockyer Valley in January last year.
You've got to give true and correct evidence there, haven't you? Because it's up for scrutiny, you know. You can be held accountable for everything you say, you know. Up to this point, nobody has been.
4-year-old Jesse Wickman died near Minden when he lost grip of a tether connecting him to a swiftwater rescuer. The coroner cleared the rescue team of any wrongdoing. Danny Maguire lost his wife and 2 children and says there's proof communications between emergency services failed his family.
Why won't the fire service hand over tapes? I've asked under the Freedom Act, the tapes from the 1st to the 11th, and all I got was half of the 9th, 10th and the 11th. That was it.
Colleen Engel's brother Robert drowned in floodwaters in Ipswich.
From our point of view, it's been adequate. I think we still, as a family, have lots of questions and queries, but we'll never know the answers to that.
The coroner said there had been an increase in post-traumatic stress disorder among flood-affected residents, but no rise in suicide. Now, Danny Maguire went a step further, calling on all rural firefighters to step down, claiming there was inadequate workplace health and safety issues. Now, I've just received a statement from the Attorney-General, and he says, Georgie, there are no plans for a judicial inquiry.
Thanks for the update, Anthony Donaghy. And Lisa Goddard is tonight in Grantham. And Lisa, the findings come as the town is also fighting to save its community centre.
Georgie, that's right. Most people here are trying desperately to move forward, but there are those who are struggling. It is 18 months next week since that wall of water came through this town. And for some people here, the trauma of what happened is really only just beginning to hit them now. But as you say, they are in for a new fight. They've just found out that bureaucrats want to close down the community centre in the next 3 weeks. Now, the woman, Julie Johnson, who set that community centre up in the days after the disaster, has said she'll fight like hell to keep it open.
These people still need somewhere to go. They still need the counselling. They still need to bond. Some of them are still coming back from other areas and they're building now. And a lot of people are feeling that they have been abandoned. They're feeling the pressure from people saying it's time to shift on, and they're just not ready to do that.
The displacement of the community is still an issue, and you know, without that, I think a lot more people would have fallen through the gaps.
Now, Georgie, that's Marty Warburton. He runs the local garage in town and for a long time thought he'd have to close his business. But he says as more people are returning to Grantham, business has slowly improved. But every day for him and for others is a struggle. He says when it rains heavily here now, he simply gets in his car and leaves.
Thank you, Lisa Goddard in Grantham.